Greetings and welcome to Let's Play Coldfire. Do you see something? You see something, yes. Hey, Coldfire Keep, let's carry on where we left off the last time. I have no idea where we left off. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to go down, I think. Haha! Progress! We are now in location 10. Was it 10 where you could softlock yourself by accident? Oh, that would be horrible if I softlocked myself and I couldn't finish this game. Come back. Okay. And a giant rat died by environment. Interesting. Do we need to eat? Nope. You really need to question the sincerity of advice found in dungeon vaults. Always the pessimist. Yes, that's me. Other way. Is that talking about us? I think foolish fools is pretty harsh. 4 foolish fools took up the fight. To do what's just, to do what's right. Wow. Wow. That's the level of difficulty we talk about. I mean, like I said, you kind of need to find a nice mix of puzzles so everyone can solve them, but that's harsh. I was yesterday, what was I playing yesterday? 1 second. It's quite impossible to tell exactly how much time has passed between my death and this new form that I have taken. The monsters that brought me to this place have made it their home. They are present in every corridor, every room, and yet the numbers seem to have dwindled. How much time. Natural predators have taken up residence here also, leading me to believe that the keep above may have been abandoned altogether. As for myself, well, I certainly am a sight. What do you call a monster that even the monsters fear? I am nothing but a husk, and I'm quite alone. No, we're not talking about that, okay. I was thinking about this yesterday while playing, I think Phasmophobia. Doesn't matter. I really wish I would never have to fight rats anymore in a video game. Like in an RPG at the beginning. As standalone enemies, to say it this way. Or what grub has been defeated. I don't know, it's your game. You can put in everything you want and then you start off with rats. I don't know if these are like from the asset store, if they are self-made. Just let your mind fly and come up with something different than rats. I mean, yes, animation. It doesn't have to be a complicated monster. Make it. It could be a rat with a minotaur head. You know, anything except a normal freaking rat. That's just boring. Most of the enemies here are in this area. Rats, spiders, these things. Then we have small goblins and then the big... There's so much space here for a nice big monster, but you're not using it. Because it's just... Like I don't know if he made these things himself. Or if these are asset stores. If they are asset stores, then just buy different assets. You don't have... That's also what I was thinking about. You don't have to start at level 1 with your RPG. You can say like, hey, we have a little bit of an experienced group of people. We start at level 10, which could still be level 1 for all purposes. But just for the player to feel like they're playing as experienced characters. And then you fight against bigger monsters. But I'm just so sick of spending the first few levels of dungeons in RPGs fighting vermin. Goblins, kobolds, gnolls. In Dungeon Master you fight mummies. Just because mummies in D&D are quite strong characters doesn't mean they have to be in your game. They can be quite weak. You can fight against skeletons. You can make blobs. Or just mix monsters together. Why not make an undead centaur? Just make something that exists undead. And if you can't do it yourself, then try to find a way. That's why I'm doing pixel art. I can't do. I've never tried 3D modeling. I don't know how complicated this is. I saw a few Blender tutorials and I was like, yeah, no, that's not my thing. But that's why I do pixel art. And yes, I did draw a rat as one of my possible enemies, but I also did a giant worm, like an earthworm. Or I have an undead camel. Or, yeah, do minotaurs. Or, like I said, put a minotaur head on a rat. Put a Medusa head on a rat. Cockatrices. Cockatrices are. You don't have to give them like a petrifying ability. Give them a stun ability. You know, or give them no ability. Just have a giant angry chicken running around. Anything but rats, bats, slimes. Oh, another one of these. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh god, I got so angry. Let me... Does this pause? Let me load up the store page of Coldfire Keep. And while we fight this golem, we talk about what's on the store page. There are some rough edges, but in most of the ways that matter, this is a game that gets it right. 4 out of 5. How is this game a 4 out of 5? It's not horrible. I'm not saying that. I'm definitely not saying that. But what does this game make right? The combat is boring. The exploration is definitely subpar. The puzzles are, yeah, a 3-year-old can solve this. And I don't know. And then there's the next one made me angry. Pocket Gamer UK. Every moment I've spent with Coldfire Keep has been a combination of tension, bewilderment, wall-punching fury, and unadulterated satisfaction. Is this here what we are doing here? Wall-punching fury or bewilderment? Can you feel the tension? I don't. I don't feel tension here. Apparently the golem doesn't know that there's a wall here. Can you move? Thank you. I don't know. What has this 8 out of 10, by the way. Has this person played a video game in their life? If this is tension, bewilderment, wall-punching fury, and unadulterated satisfaction. What? Does a decent job of recreating the basics of the classic genre with a large world that kept me wanting to return, explore, and conquer. What large world? It's 14 levels. The levels have been pretty small compared to other dungeon crawlers that I've played. And I mean, so far we've seen everything. They could have condensed this in 3 levels, at least enemy-wise. And I swear to God, if the final boss is another black shadow creature thingy, I will be angry. What is a monster that even monsters fear? I fucking hate the combat. The combat is so boring. Pocket Gamer UK. I don't know who. I don't know what if these are like big pages or big sites. If a lot of people read these, if a lot of people are like, oh, I have to figure out what Pocket Gamer UK is talking about. Oh, I mean, even on mobile, I played the Quest, which was quite fun, interesting. I haven't played a lot of dungeon crawlers on mobile, to be quite honest. But yeah, I don't know. Is this here fun? Is this exciting? I try my best to bring some entertainment here because I want to finish this game. I mean, okay, the game is €3.30, which is less than a cup of coffee, which is fine. Like, I'm not harping on this compared to Dungeons of the Deep, which was $12. This doesn't feel like a cash grab. Wait, let me check real quick. How much was Ando cost? Ando cost. The D-Pass. Oh, $4.99. Yeah, okay. So, at least the guy who makes these games has a good pricing policy. He doesn't ask for too much. Like, $5 and less, yeah, okay. If you need a fix of dungeon crawling, it's okay. And yes, I do. Price is something I factor in with quality of video games, because that's what you do. If you buy something cheap, you can't expect the highest quality. And I'm not, like I said, that's why I'm not saying this is bad. But I don't know. Oh, I think I talked about this before many times. But one thing I really hate is when people, nobody brought this up yet, so that's okay, is when people bring up the do it better argument, or you haven't done a game yourself, how can you criticize someone else's? I can criticize someone else's work just fine. It works. It's not too hard. I think 3 min damage is better than more than, yeah, let's use that one. I never said that I can do it better than this, because I haven't tried it yet. Also, one thing I can't do is saying, oh, it should be easy to do this. Like, I don't know how complicated it is to implement a paper doll here, and when you drag and drop the items. I know that Ghost did it for his game, but I don't know how ingrained it is in the code and the way he set the code up. So I'm not sitting down here like, oh yeah, he should have done a paper doll thing. That would have been so much easier to implement. I don't know. That's something I can't talk about. I can talk about it. I don't like the way the inventory is handled. This is something I can criticize because, well, I'm playing it and it feels weird. Luckily, you don't have a lot of... imagine this inventory system here with 14 slots and items like... and an item shower like Diablo. You know, that would be a horrible experience. It works for this game because you get your equipment slow and you can compare easily. You don't have a lot of stats that you have to keep track of. That's okay. But anything more complicated than this inventory, this equipment system and inventory, and this wouldn't work out at all. At all. So I can't talk about that. I can talk about like how the monsters look, and because I'm fairly certain it doesn't matter what kind of monster model you choose in your game. I don't know. I would say it wouldn't matter if this were an ogre or a minotaur or a scorpion man or I don't know. Halberd +2, what do we have? 2 to 12, 1 to 12, definitely worse. What did we have? Did we have a green one? I don't know. I don't know if we even saw this. I was not a big fan of this whole color thing, but oh well. I hate it when we had this a lot in my company, when people make assumptions like, oh, it would be quite easy to... No, it's not easy. We are working with 20-year-old legacy code, and nothing changing fundamentally is easy. Everything that we made new is easy to change because, well, we made sure that it is easy to change, but it's hard to just change, oh yeah, let's just change the database structure because somebody on the internet said, oh, that should be easy. Yeah, shut up. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I can say that this feels bland, and I can make suggestions on how to improve. I'm not saying it would be easy, and for 3 over 30, yeah, okay. Maybe better looking monster designs cost more on the asset store. Like I said, I don't know if they are on the asset store or if he made them himself. If they made them himself, it's okay. I just wish he wouldn't have gone with standard rats and ogres, something more fancy. Wasted opportunity, I think, is something you can talk about. Intellect, vitality. We get those new spells. Breach. Resistance halved, okay. Regenerate. Giant Rooster 1 to 4 plus 9 HPs per turn for 7 turns. Okay, I never have to cast healing again, because that is quite superior. Chest container Warhammer +2. Yeah, nobody needs a Warhammer +2. Or mentioning, like I said, the food system here is unnecessary. You don't need it. Could have used the time to implement this, to spend it on something more interesting or productive or polish from other areas. That's what I said. If you, especially if you're a one-person programmer, you should sit down and like, what is necessary? What? A tripwire, no one detected. Okay. Now let's do the tripwire that no one detected. Expose, empower, +2 for 4 turns. Like, imagine having a spider with blades, like a sword spider or something, you know, different kind of spider. Or make a small Drider, but with a gnome body on it. Something like that. I was thinking about a system for monster variety where each monster consists of 3 parts: head, body, feet. And you can... And the game just mix and matches them together. So depending on what head you have the head is for the abilities, for example. Abilities and modifiers. So a goblin head would reduce HP by 80%. So because goblins are weak enemies, you know. Or you have a A minotaur head. I talk a lot about minotaurs. I just like minotaurs. You have a minotaur head, and that gives you a bull rush ability and more hit points, something like that. You know, orc is base. Orc is nothing, no modifiers. A Medusa head has petrification ability. Of course, they also each part also has a difficulty modifier. You know, so you don't fight in your first level Medusa spiders or something. You know. So that you have that. Then you have the body, which is mainly the stats. So you can have like a minotaur head on a dragon's body or something, you know. We are talking about pixel art here, nothing too complicated. Just swap them out like that. And then the feet are like movement speed, attack speed, even maybe movement type. Maybe you can have like a snake monster that walks faster over sand if you have like a turn-based combat system, you know, something like that. And then you kind of like how NFTs are created, and you just mix and match them. Then you have like a Medusa head on a skeleton body with Lamia feet, and then you have that can petrify you, is quite weak because of the skeleton body, but it's really fast and can run away or slither away quite fast. I don't know, something like that. Something like that. I personally think could be something. If you don't want to create 1 billion different monsters, you can just mix and match them. Of course, you have to figure out how to balance all this, but that's something for something else. Something like that. You can steal my ideas, I don't care. As long as I don't have to fight rats anymore for hours, I take everything. Imagine some fun combinations, like having a rat head which gives like 40% health max, or well, it reduces it to 40%, and then a dragon body and I don't know, spider legs. That would be something to behold. Oh, there's a door. There's a door I missed. There's a door I missed. Though something like that would work, I guess, better with a roguelike game. Can we buy something better now at the shop? Or is this still totally useless? Your deeds have been recorded. If you're right, well, we can buy another fishing tackle or more arrows. I do wonder if 2 people have a fishing tackle. If I fish, your party already owns a fishing tackle. There's no need to purchase another. Wait. Did he think that too? I can't drop the fishing tackle. Okay, he did kind of think that too. Well, we can buy rations and arrows. Why would I buy rations when I can just fish? To save time, I guess. Like I said, if you make a game, don't think about what you can add, think about what you don't need. That's one of the best tips I ever seen for video game creation. I also watched a few videos about Diablo Immortal, but I think I will talk about this maybe the next time. Holy shit, this thing is bad. Bad. And I hate that people let it go so far and even support this. I have fun, yeah, that's fine. I got free candy from the drug dealer at this. Oh, that's great. And I didn't get addicted. Yeah, but what about the people who did get addicted? It sucks for them, I guess, or? Sparks doing their job. I do this dead soon. Like I like how the goblins look. They are quite cute. The eyes could be a little bit different, but it's personal preference. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's purple, violet. I don't know colors. You know what would have been better? Just make a special kind of switch. So I don't have to run around the whole level. Because for the first one or two of these things, I didn't know how the door looks. So, you know, I've discovered a secret. I guess we stopped the fire. That was the secret. I mean, it's not a puzzle, you know. You figure out what color the door is, and then you run around, backtrack for no reason to change the color back again. Really, a Russian. Wow. Glad we went there. How's food? Let's use the rations. Okay, a ration is about twice as good as a fish. Interesting. Holy shit. Is this a special ogre? He looks bigger, or? Ogre Elite. This unadulterated energy, this fury, this bewilderment. Can you feel it? Can you feel the amazingness of this? I guess I do have to heal. so... I think I will play After Beholder after this, or Dungeon Master. Maybe I just sit down and play Chaos Strikes Back, one character, blind, no mapping, I don't know, anything but this drag of dungeon crawlers. I was recording The Keep, which was also so bland and boring. Can you just die? So all of this just for a little bit of gold and XP, of course, but... Oh, there's something here. Maybe there's a key in there. Nope. What's the point of these mounts? Again, just to waste time. They are not fun, they are not engaging. They are like a different form of a treasure chest where you have to wait a little bit longer to open it. Oh. 15 gold. I can hardly contain myself. Oh wait, I can't cast a spell because then we have to wait. That's something I will never stop complaining about. This whole, yeah, I cast a spell and then dead end. Are you fucking kidding me? The game is not on good terms with me from the beginning, and now you put in funny quips like, oh, there's a dead end. Maybe there was a secret somewhere, I don't know, I don't care. That's the thing, I just don't care. I don't care about finding secrets because most of the time they are not worth it. Let's go down to level 11. And end this part. Oh, 11B. I guess. Anyways, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see each other soon. So, take care and hit the like button or something. I don't care.